So this is a part 2, basically, from a video that I did back in the days called Romance Scammer. I actually found that person that I was talking about in this video. The video that I'm talking about is in the description. It's called Romance Scammers. But this one is Romance Scammers Part 1 because I'm interviewing the person that I was talking about in that video. So I've caught up with her, and now she wants to be able to tell her side of the story. Put it this way. So check it out.
So, Patrick. Okay. So, I met Patrick in February. No, when was it? February. I think it was February. Yeah. He messaged me January 1st. But I didn't see the message. I didn't know about the... I figured out the hidden messages.
Right.
Because he wasn't on my friends list, so I didn't see it right away.
Right.
So I saw it on February 13th. And then I messaged and I said, I apologize for... Because what he said was that... Because I did the... I was, I think, dressed in the... Oh, the horns. I had the pictures with the horns.
Okay.
But I was smiling. And that's what started. That was the picture I had up on Facebook, and I still have that. But I don't know, I've changed settings and stuff. But anyhow. So February 13th I said, sorry, I didn't see this message until now. And then he messaged me back right away. And, no, actually, he messaged me on the 14th, and we started talking on February 14th. So...
And that was this year, right?
That's this year. Okay. It all started January 1st.
Okay.
Because he wished me a Happy New Year and said I had a beautiful smile.
Okay.
So... I mean, I'm not just gonna block somebody for that because I'm too curious, because I can't help.
Right.
Because I need to know. Because, like, for me, everything happens for a reason, so I follow everything.
Right.
Everything that comes up or whatever means or whatever, I follow. Always.
Right.
Because I'm looking for... I mean, but it wasn't right away. I didn't right away either. I mean, we started talking. But I told him at that time I didn't want to be with anybody. Because I felt like I was the bringer of death.
Right.
I didn't want to deal with another death. He's the same age as me, so I mean, my second husband died at 37. So, you know, it was, and I was taking care of him because he wasn't working.
Right.
So I'm always taking care of everybody.
Right.
That's the whole problem.
So he's supposedly be a rich guy anyway, and
yeah,
that's why you're sticking with him, because he's supposed to be a rich guy.
No, I'm not sticking with him because of that.
Okay.
My story. His story. He's a rich poor man at the moment. So.
Out of the country. He's not in this country. Let's make that.
Well, I believe he's in this country right now, and he's in Boston.
Okay.
But the story about how he got there, right? I mean, right now, that's where he's at. That's where he says he's at.
Gotcha. Have you video called him yet?
I video called him when I first met him.
And that was the only time?
That was the only time. And
So
he sent me,
February.
I saw him on the video, but then he also had a picture, but the video was not super great. He had some crappy phone, and you know, he's supposed to be, well, I mean, in the beginning, I didn't know he was rich. I didn't know what he had. We didn't talk about that right away. And then he told me about what he does for a living, and then he told me that his wife, because he would be away on business doing the job that he was doing all the time, and his wife cheated on him and had a kid with the other person.
Oh no, that's not good.
And he had to go through, I mean, he hasn't told me the whole story. He keeps telling me when we meet each other, he's gonna tell me the whole story. Because some of the story that he held back, he just recently told me. But I don't, you know, again, I don't know if any of it's true. I mean, a lot of it sounds far-fetched to believe that. So,
like, how far-fetched?
I mean, like, out of your mind, far-fetched this story is.
Wow. So you kind of feel like it's not true.
In a way, yes.
But you never
In a
know.
way, no.
Right. So it could be
Because
either
it
way.
sounds so far-fetched, but I feel deep in my soul, I'm supposed to be with him.
Yeah, you was saying something about he can be a twin flame.
That's what I thought in the beginning, yes. And so,
So he's promising to see you now since February.
right, but there's a problem, right? Well, right, he said, and he just recently said, I should have met you before I left to go on that trip. So he had offered to pay my rent, and then anything I needed to have done, he told me. And I said no. Because I'm not like that. I don't take people's money like that.
Right.
Not like, because I could afford it at
Right.
that time. So I didn't take it, and then he had to, because he was working on a contract, he told me, because you know, he told me the kind of work he does. He you know,
What kind of work he does?
it's he does engineering. I don't know if it's chemical engineering. I saved all the chat.
Okay.
I gotta save the most recent chat, but I gotta save it again too. But I have the whole chat
Gotcha.
saved. He said he erased it because he was worried about one of the problems that had happened. That he said he had to play dead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that'll come along. But so, can I put the windows on?
Yeah.
Turn off the car.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So okay. Because you already know this video is about the romance scammers, but
Right.
do you think, have you got to ever give him money?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
And then now he's supposed to be trying to come and see you. How is that working out? Do you ever think he's going to come visit you or see you?
I mean, there's to the point that it would be, if everything is real, it's close to happening, yes.
And you've been
And he
dealing with him.
swears up and down he doesn't want me to go to the other place I'm going to go, which we may talk about later on, but
Right.
he doesn't want me to go. he wants me to be here. He wants, he's.
So you communicate through WhatsApp, right? Only
right,
WhatsApp.
Right.
No, he doesn't have no phone number or anything.
Well, the phone number is on the WhatsApp, so I don't know if it's
WhatsApp.
Somebody at one point said, and that's another story we'll come to. At one point, said that his phone number was not real; it was from somewhere else. So,
those are the red flags, don't you think?
Right, but there was nothing I can. That phone number, when I looked it up, was not. It was something from somewhere in the United States.
Right.
And I know where. Well, I guess I could say. It's Connecticut, I think it was. So I'm like.
So but do you really think you're gonna ever meet him in person?
I do.
It would be like a happy story come true.
It would be, yes. I mean, and the way I can explain everything happening, because it has some, there's trials and tribulations. I say, because a lot of this is, I'm basing this around what happened when I saw all those things.
Right.
And I saw what was going to happen. So I had I guess a mini prophecy or something, but...
Right.
So, yeah, now I'll get to that too. That's another one. That's interesting. So, but yeah, so, he's... And I'm like, the trials and tribulation things, because I think God is putting both of us, because and we were saying maybe God is something else and all that, but whoever it is, right, is putting us to learn something. So the learning part is, for me, I don't know, I mean, accepting help, maybe, or...
You think that you're talking about the learning experience that you're getting out of?
Right.
Situation?
Out of what was put here on this earth for.
Gotcha.
Because, that's another thing. I believe that our soul is immortal.
I believe so too.
But our soul has to learn things. So we get incarnated into a body. Maybe not reincarnated. Well, I guess in a way it becomes reincarnation.
Yes.
Over time. But I believe that myself, and I believe me, Julie, that I was put to learn at least that, and to help people from the goodness of my heart, because I can't see anybody hurting.
Right.
It kills me. It hurts my heart. So I can't see. It's just, that's why.
So are you helping him at this point?
Yes.
It's like, okay, gotcha. Because he needs your help.
That's what he says. And I mean, in a lot of ways, I mean, and honestly, maybe the only doubt that I have is because other people told me to doubt it, or told me not to do it.
Yeah, so you have had a lot of people already told you that it was bad news, but you still have hope.
Not he technically, but don't send any money. My friend Kara,
and so everybody tells you don't send him any money, but he asks for help and you send him money. Anyway.
Yes.
So basically, that's like if it was in a good situation, you're helping him for the good. Because maybe something good will come out at the end by you helping him. But in a bad situation, you can be helping him, and he can be falling right into what his job is to scam you. So he's just milking you out to the very much end.
Right.
So it can go either way, good or bad. But because you like to help people, it's a great combination for what we got going on in this situation for him. Because either way, good or bad.
He owes me big. So, and emotionally too, on top of that. So, it's not $1 million, but it's worth $1 million because it's emotional too.
Right.
If it's not real. And even if it's real. But I don't know if all of it was his fault. But it just sounds so far-fetched. Like, I mean, honestly, I will definitely be writing a book. Definitely. Because...
yeah, a lot of people will want to hear this situation. I mean, we have this video, but a lot of people
and even if it was real, and if everything is real, I would still write a book. Because the story is crazy. The story is like, who the hell would go through so much trouble to get money out of someone if it's not real?
That's what romance scammers do, though. That's their job, is to come up with ways and plans to get money out of people. And if he's that good, then he's doing very good. You're saying it like, who does that? But from certain people does that, are really about that life. And you gotta believe that. And if you don't believe that, then you will be like the one that will fall and get caught up into the web. Until you believe it. And you, like you said, learning experience. Once you got that cleared and learned that people are about that, you can move forward and won't be hit no more with another scam ever again.
Yeah, just thought about that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. I mean, if it's a scam, then it'll teach people not to. I still don't know.
Sure.
If it's not a scam, you teach people to just, whatever comes up, just do it, because that's what I'm doing.
Right.
It's like, because I'm at a point, I'm emotionally rock bottom. Now I'm become close to financially rock bottom. Not yet, but super close.
Right.
So, because I still got money I have to get in different places and whatever.
Right.
Which is true that I have. So it's not an entire loss, but I'm still not in a great situation. So I have money coming in. So I mean, yeah, it's not, and then I'm leaving the place that I have because logically, right now, to live here on what I'm going to get from my pension, because also I decided to retire as well.
Nice, congratulations.
Well, it's not a big congratulations. I mean, yes, I have steady money coming to me every month. It's not a whole lot. It's not enough to live by myself.
You get to relax though and enjoy life now.
No, I'm still gonna have to work at some point. I mean, unless Patrick is the real deal.
Right, and we're gonna have to make a continued video if he is real.
Right.
We definitely want to see y'all two together.
Because I told him if he wants to be with me, because I don't care how much money he has, if he's gonna put me through all this shit, and himself in a way too, because of the mess he got himself into. Because I don't know how he could have gotten himself in so much mess. It's just like he's a lost child.
With some of the messes that he's been getting himself into.
Ooh, I have a lot to tell you.
So, tell us some a little bit, maybe.
Should I give the shout out to the company and we put that on our video?
Yeah.
As
whatever, yeah.
We can get some advertising. How does that work? When you show a product, I mean, like in the middle of you, and then you're like,
I was already thinking about that. Just say, shout out to Dunkin' Donuts. That's all.
All right.
It'll get tagged. Dunkin' Donuts. What did you get from Dunkin' Donuts?
Iced coffee with butter pecan sweetener.
Oh, nice.
And with whole milk in it.
A rating from 1 to 5.
Oh, they're always the 10. Oh, 10. I don't get, not over 5, if that's the case.
All right, that's a 5 plus 10 plus.
As if he has a lot of money. I mean, just the way he speaks, the way things are said, the way he is arrogant, and the way his emotionals is going through all kinds of emotional things with me too.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why I don't believe it's a scam. But it's so. I'm gonna curse. It's so fucking stupid. Everything that went through, because all I can see it as a lack of planning. That he put himself into this crazy mess. Right. I mean, it's truly all looks like self-done.
Right.
But he's not gonna blame it. He's not gonna take the blame. He hates to take the blame. Because I've blamed some things on him and told him, and it's like, it's not all my fault. It's this and this and this. So, I mean, if this means, well, I mean, I've gone through a lifetime of shit
right.
with him already. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna tell you, if it's not real, I'm not in really good shape.
Jeez, no, it's just if it's not real, it's gonna be taken as a learning experience.
No, I'm not in good shape. Well, I mean, it doesn't mean I can't fix the shape.
No,
I can fix it somewhat. There are things that I know that I may have to do to fix situations. I'm not in such a dire strait that I can't do anything else but, take my own life or something like that. But
no, we're not going to.
I'm not in that position.
That's not.
I mean, I've told people that because I was just thought I wasn't thinking through. I've told people that I would do that. But the people that were causing the problem, I mean, obviously.
Right.
Not like the whole world.
Right.
I mean, I threw stuff out on Facebook that people might.
You're not the only one that's been through this situation.
Oh no, of course not. I'm sure. I mean, this one is outrageous. I like to see somebody who top this one.
Right.
We have to look for other stories to see, or maybe other people might.
Is there anything you want to tell, like, the people about, say it's in a bad situation, how can they help know that them just stop completely? At what point do you stop, that they should stop before it gets deep into, like,
if
where you
they,
got deep into?
Then don't even start. Stop. Do not start. Let them go. Because if you think that, I mean, again, I cannot say for a fact it's a scam. But if it is, then yeah, I mean, but how do you know? How do you know it's a scam? How do you not know? I mean, it's just the way he spoke and the way he's talked about having all these things. And I would get angry at him because he spoke very arrogantly. And well, he did choose me for a reason. He claims. Well, I mean, he saw the smile and all that, but he did. There's a reason why he chose me. He says.
What's
so
his reason?
So he told me that because he had told me at one point that with his mother's name, his father's name, his mother's name is Florence or Florencia, which is Florence, and Spanish. And she's supposed to be Spaniard that went to Germany and lived there with her parents, and then his father liked her so much that he learned Spanish to be with her because he wanted to, I guess, impress her because he liked her so much. So I mean, his parents' love story is very interesting. Because, you know, they had that, but then he just recently told me that his father didn't want any children, and somehow he was supposed to not be able to, and somehow his mother got pregnant, and he said that they did DNA test and that was his father. You know, something happened, whatever. Miracle, maybe, I don't know. Because maybe, you know, if it's real, it will be a miracle for some people. Because I'm going to make him help people. Because I think that's what our true purpose is.
Right.
And then, you know, and when I say before that I felt like I was the bringer of death, it was like, I thought a lot about that. And I thought about, like, the bringer of death. Am I bringing people? Because the people that I guess bring to death, not that I kill them or anything like that, or do anything to kill them. Because I felt like maybe I don't know. I mean, it's nothing I did, but whatever the universe, you know, made me go through all this.
Right.
Because I've gone through a whole lot of things in my life. Man, I mean, I can tell my whole life story. My whole life story is kind of weird too. I mean, it's like unique, but I don't want it to be. You know, I don't want to be in the limelight. But I figure now, at this point, doing this with you, I don't have anything to lose. I'm retired. I'm not gonna be. I'm almost homeless. Slightly. I don't have my own home anymore, or I'm not going to.
Does Patrick know what you're going through right now?
Oh, Patrick knows everything, and I made him, and I cry on the phone to him.
And what does he say about this situation?
He's said he would, you know, I mean, he tries to talk to me to make me feel better, to make me say that, you know, we got to go through this, we got to do this, because it has to be, and he's like, I have no doubt. I mean, he said, even if I didn't want to be with him, he would always be trying. He didn't want to give up on that, and he wouldn't. And he begs me not to block him.
He begs you not to block him.
Begs me not to block him.
That's deep.
Yeah. I mean, if he was a scammer, I just don't think that he would be doing any, like, begging, like, he's like, oh, well, what the fuck, and then...
People need money these days, and if that's their job, they do it.
Well, I guess, I mean...
There's
well, I know, well, in this path of life I've gone through in the last year, this year has been, like, it's the year of turmoil, because also... You know, I'm going to have to throw in the religious fact about the end of days things we've been discussing, too, because I want to discuss that as well.
Oh, well. Is there anything you want to close up and say to them, to the followers and subscribers about romance scammers?
Right away?
Yeah.
Right now? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Right.
Because I have a lot to tell.
All right. Yeah, so... that was deep. So what we're gonna do is, this is gonna be part 1, and we'll have a continuance because she has a lot more to tell. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you can hear more about this story. Peace.